Let me ask you something. When your toddler gets frustrated, when the block tower falls, when the puzzle piece will not fit, when the zip on their jacket is stuck, what do? If you are like most parents, you jump in, you fix it, you solve it for them because it is faster, it stops the crying, and honestly, you have already been asked 17 questions today and you are running out of patience. I get it. I have done it too. But here's what I want to share with you today. Every single time we swoop in and solve it for them, we accidentally take away one of the most important learning moments of their entire early childhood. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to stop doing that in the most gentle and loving way possible. First, let me tell you why this matters so much right now. Not when they're 5, not when they start school, right now as a toddler. Research on early childhood development is very clear on this. The toddler years, ages 1 to 4, are one of the most critical windows for building what scientists call executive function. That is the set of brain skills that helps your child think through problems, control their impulses, make decisions, and handle frustration without falling completely apart. And here's the part that stopped me in my tracks when I first read it. Developing strong problem-solving skills in early childhood has been shown to reduce behavior problems, support school readiness, and build confidence in new situations. Not later, now. The foundation is being built right now in your living room, on your kitchen floor, in the middle of a perfectly ordinary Tuesday. Your toddler does not need a classroom for this. They just need you and a few small shifts in how you respond. Shift number 1, resist the urge to rescue immediately. I know this is the hard one. When your toddler is whimpering over a puzzle piece, every instinct you have says fix it. But here's what the research says. When we allow toddlers to struggle a little, just a little, they learn to make connections, try different approaches, and build the mental muscle they need to keep going when things get hard. So next time, try waiting. Just 10 seconds. Sit beside them. Let them try again. You do not have to leave the room. Your calm presence is enough. And if they look at you, instead of reaching over and fixing it, try saying, I wonder what would happen if you tried turning it the other way. You're not abandoning them, you're coaching them. There's a big difference. Shift number 2, ask questions instead of giving answers. This one completely changed how I talk to my toddler, and it's so simple. Instead of saying, here, like this, try saying, what do you think we should try? Instead of saying, that block goes there, try saying, where do you think it might fit? Researchers found that asking open-ended questions that start with what, why, how, where, and who, encourage toddlers to think critically rather than just wait for the answer. You're literally training their brain to search for solutions instead of looking to someone else to solve everything for them. And the beautiful thing, your toddler will surprise you. When you give them space to think, they think. When you give them the answer every time, they wait for it. Shift number 3, let them play with things that have no instructions. This is one of the most powerful and most overlooked tools for building problem-solving skills in toddlers. Researchers call them loose parts, and it just means simple, open-ended materials. Wooden blocks, empty cardboard boxes, a bowl of dried pasta, measuring cups and a container of water, rocks and sticks outside. There's no right way to play with these things. There's no wrong way. Your toddler has to figure it out for themselves, and in that figuring out, in the stacking and knocking down and filling and pouring and building and rebuilding, they are doing serious cognitive work. They're asking themselves questions. They're testing ideas. They're experiencing cause and effect in the most natural and joyful way possible. Research shows that toddlers who regularly engage in this kind of open-ended play develop stronger problem-solving abilities, and it costs almost nothing. Shift number 4, teach them to name the problem before trying to solve it. This one sounds almost too simple, but it's genuinely powerful. When your toddler comes to you upset, instead of jumping straight to fixing, try this. Get down to their level and say, okay, what is the problem right now? Help me understand what happened. You're teaching them to pause, to name what's wrong before reacting. Researchers who study early childhood found that toddlers who learn to identify and name a problem are far better at actually solving it. Because when a child can say, "The blocks keep falling down," their brain shifts from pure frustration into something closer to curiosity, and curiosity is where problem solving lives. You're also teaching them emotional regulation at the same time, 2 skills for the price of 1 conversation. Shift number 5. Let them see you problem solve out loud. Your toddler is watching you constantly, more than you realize, and one of the most underrated things you can do is narrate your own thinking when you hit a small problem. Say things like, this jar lid is really tight. Let me think. Maybe if I tried turning it the other way. Oh, that worked. Or, I can't find my keys. Okay, where did I last have them? Let me think through this step by step. You're modeling the exact mental process you want your toddler to develop. You're showing them that problems are normal, that frustration is okay, and that there's always something worth trying. That's one of the most powerful lessons you can teach a child, and you're doing it just by thinking out loud. Here's what I want to leave you with today. You don't need special toys, you don't need a curriculum, you don't need to be a perfect parent who never steps in too soon. You're going to get it wrong sometimes. We all do. But every time you pause instead of rescuing, every time you ask a question instead of giving an answer, every time you let your toddler sit with a problem for just a few seconds longer than feels comfortable, you're doing something genuinely important for their brain and their future. You're raising a thinker, a problem solver, a child who will one day face hard things in life and reach inside themselves for answers instead of falling apart. That starts here, with you, at home, right now. If this helped you today, please give it a like and share it with a parent who needs to hear this. Subscribe for more honest, research-backed parenting guides every single week. I'll see you in the next one. You're doing better than you know.